Ever watched a movie trailer and thought, this is gonna be a masterpiece, only to find out the only thing brilliant was the concept? Today, we're digging up films with genius-level ideas that Hollywood somehow managed to trip over like a toddler in clown shoes. 10. Downsizing, 2017. What if you could shrink down to 5 inches tall and live in luxury for the price of a cup of coffee? That's not just clever, it's a sci-fi dream laced with satire. For a moment, Downsizing promised biting commentary and big questions in a small package. Then it veered off a cliff into half-baked philosophy, tonal whiplash, and a third act that feels imported from a different film altogether. By the end, you're not just asking why Matt Damon's in this, you're wondering why you are too. 9. Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice, 2016. Two cultural titans, a showdown that should have changed the superhero genre forever. It could have been the Marvel killer. Instead, we got a murky mess of CGI, brooding stares, and the most infamous name drop in comic book cinema history: Martha. This should have been a gritty ideological clash. Instead, it felt like watching a philosophy major fight a graphic novel. In the dark. 8. Army of the Dead, 2021. Zombies, a Vegas heist, a race against time. On paper, Zack Snyder had a license to thrill and print money. On screen, we got a plodding, overlong slog filled with forgotten subplots, inconsistent rules, and zombie lore that goes nowhere fast. Sure, the zombie tiger was cool, but even it looked bored. 7. 65, 2023. Adam Driver crash lands on prehistoric Earth and has to battle dinosaurs with future tech. That's Jurassic Park meets The Revenant, or it should have been. What we got was 90 minutes of jungle walking, whispered dialogue, and dinos with the screen presence of tired interns. The result? A film that promises a T-Rex but delivers a soggy chicken nugget. 6. The Core, 2003. The Earth's core stops spinning. Humanity must drill to the center of the planet and nuke it back to life. It's pure disaster movie insanity, exactly the kind of bonkers plot that should be entertaining. Sadly, the core is so scientifically broken it makes flat earthers look reasonable. The effects are laughable, the characters are cardboard, and the tension is DOA. It's not a disaster movie, it's just a disaster. 5. The Dark Tower, 2017. Stephen King's magnum opus spans 8 novels, countless worlds, and mind-bending mythology. So, naturally, Hollywood thought, let's cram it into a 95-minute movie. Despite Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey's star power, The Dark Tower is a lifeless mashup of surface-level references and rushed world-building. Fans were furious, newcomers were confused, everyone was lost. 4. Mortal Engines, 2018. Giant mobile cities roaming a ruined Earth, devouring each other in Mad Max-style warfare. Sign us up. But instead of thrilling chaos, Mortal Engines gives us exposition dumps, bland characters, and a plot that sputters like an old engine. It looks amazing, but feels emotionally flat like steampunk wallpaper, with no story to support it. 3. Waterworld, 1995. The polar ice caps had melted. Earth is underwater. Kevin Costner has gills. This movie should have made waves. Instead, Waterworld capsized under its own weight. Chaotic production, a bloated budget, and a story that drips aimlessly like a lost raft.
They spent millions building floating sets. Shame they forgot to float the plot. 2. The Last Airbender, 2010. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a beloved animated series packed with heart, humor, and elemental magic. A live-action version should have been a slam dunk. What we got was a mispronounced mess of lifeless acting, awkward pacing, and visual effects that looked like rejected mobile game cutscenes. Fans don't just dislike this film, they deny it ever existed.
1. In Time, 2011.
A dystopia where time is currency and the rich live forever, that's sci-fi brilliance waiting to happen. But In Time trade high-concept storytelling for hollow chase scenes and one-dimensional characters. It wants to be Black Mirror with a pulse, but settles for a shallow YA thriller. Time was money, and this movie went bankrupt. Well, even the best ideas can lead to terrible movies. Sometimes Hollywood is handed a golden egg and manages to scramble it into mediocrity. Which of these cinematic misfires burns you the most? And what movie concept do you think still deserves a proper adaptation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you've ever been duped by a killer trailer. Subscribe to First Curiosity and ring that bell so you never miss another deep dive into cinema's greatest what-ifs.